I bring great news. Finally, we've got a week that's a lot easier than the past month has been, which led up to the crescendo of the eclipse and all sorts of cosmic skullduggery last week. This week, we have Mercury going direct and a lovely little sextile between Venus and Chiron to help heal our wounded heart. And also, we have a Sun and Neptune little loveliness, which is going to make everybody a lot more empathetic, thank goodness. Here's your weekly astrology. Hey Virgo, isn't it great news? Mercury's going direct. Obviously, Mercury is your ruler. So when Mercury goes retro, you're like, all sorts of intense situations happen and you don't feel yourself at all. I mean, you are the wordsmith of the zodiac. Your words are amazing. You're quick-witted, you're funny, and you take things in. Information is your lifeblood. But when Mercury is retrograde, there's a lot of confusion. And actually, you've had it in your connection to others space as well. So people you collaborate with, groups of friends, groups of people. I mean, you probably found this last bit of isolation challenging. You know, wherever you are in the world, you haven't felt yourself. You felt a lack of contact and or confusion, or things weren't working out when it came to groups of people. And that actually covers the internet and publishing, anything like that. So any ideas you put out in the world, you may have felt misunderstood, but not anymore. It's onwards and upwards for you. Now, having said that, of course, Mercury is still in retro shadow. What does that mean? It means it's not entirely clear. So I think it's around the 26th, yeah. So keep it simple until the 26th, but generally you're mentally and emotionally, you should be feeling better. And the people you talk to and the things that you hook up with other people and groups of people and the internet, all that stuff goes a lot easier. And you might have loads of brilliant ideas about what to do online or what to do, you know, in the world with others. So that is definitely something to be cheerful about. Now, Venus is sextile Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer, and you've got Chiron in a very intense space. You might have recently been dealing with very, very old wounds, very personal wounds. When you do the work, because Chiron does require us sort of being aware of our wounds to heal them, then onwards you go, more powerful than before. So that is really good. And of course, we've got the Sun trine Neptune, and the Sun is making you very confident when it comes to groups of people and all those things I was talking to you about earlier. So the sun is shining, you're feeling more charismatic and more outgoing than usual, and you're also reaching out to people. There may be issues also to do with relationships, but you're feeling very comfortable about sharing, whether it's in a one-to-one love relationship or whether it's with a group of people. You are on it. Let's see what the tarot has to say for you, Virgo. You feel a little bit blindfolded right now, particularly when it comes to maybe money and finances. You've got the Eight of Swords, but the good news about the Eight of Swords is it's somebody that feels they're in prison and feels that there's not a way forward. But guess what? There is. They can rip off that blindfold at any point and hop forward. And then you've actually got the money card. And again, you've got the isolation card. So you haven't felt yourself. You may have gone within. But the Hermit is a very powerful card. Of course, it's major arcana. And when we look at this card, what do we see? We see the Hermit as the star that's lighting its way in a lantern. And what is that? That's your inspiration. That's your intuition. That's your own wisdom that you're carrying with you deep within. So look up and look at your wisdom. And then we've got the Eight of Cups. I love this card, actually. And the picture on that is 8 cups and somebody heading off in a red cloak. And there's a little gap in between those cups. And that human, that soul, is off to find the missing cups. Not necessarily because any situations in their life were bad, although sometimes it can be. They want what's missing. They're going on a quest to find the next thing. Hi gorgeous, before you go, check out my new film on my fabulous psychics. A lot of people ask me for readings, I don't do them anymore, but for over 20 years I've had an award-winning team of psychics that I truly hand-pick. So check out the film, let me know what you think.
The purpose of a reading, I feel, is very much to inspire people and to empower people.
It's about hope. It's about guidance.
Using a phone or being with you, it will be the same because the matter is spiritual.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them. So it was a psychic reading.
I don't remember the readings right after because it's not myself giving that, it's actually coming from spirit.
And it is a bit like a three-way conversation. I've got the person on the phone, I've got me, and I've got another voice that's telling me things.
I even shock myself, things that I come up with, and I think, how did I get that?
I'm channeling messages only for one purpose, to help people.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.
My priority is to connect to your truth and have the best life that you can have.
I think in my readings people feel a sense of a safe space where they can really be themselves, let go.
You need a feeling of being understood because reading should be empowering.
I will make sure when the reading is finished that you're happy with everything.
I couldn't do anything else. It's part of who I am. It's what I came here for, obviously.
And when they come back and tell you they've got their dream job or the love of their life, that really makes me feel like I'm valued.
I love to hear a sigh of relief. A lot of weight has been lifted off their shoulders.
We have the answers that we are looking for within ourselves. I know I have the tools to help you.
Everything begins and ends with you.